What's up guys, and welcome back for another EVE Online video. So I've just been running some of the nullsec Tetramon sites down in Delve. So I just posted a video to one, the Tetramon frontline base they're called, and I've just taken out the transmission array and received my first escalation, which is the Tetramon forward headquarters. Also the loot from this site was pretty incredible as well, so 2 more keys, 185 million in Warclone blanks, some cheap boosters, but then also a faction newt, which is apparently 90 million, Imperial Heavy newt, and the Paladin skin. So pretty excellent loot drop. Didn't know you could get faction loot. And we're going to go after this escalation. Again, I have no idea whether I'm capable of doing this. I don't know what the site is or does, or if the Loki's capable of it. And we've got to go 6 jumps through null now to T-TAC T8T. Do we have any structures there?
Docking permission requested.
Is this not even Blood Raider space anymore? Curious. Okay, so the escalation has taken me out of Blood Raider space and back into so out of NPC space, and back to I guess Quirios. I don't know who that's going to be, but basically into Sov, which is a potential problem. They're going to be, the locals are going to be much more sensitive about me being there. That's for certain. So what do I want to do? I'm probably going to leave most of the loot here and just fly over and do that, I think. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So I'm going to refit to travel fit, and I'll see you guys over there. Okay, and here we are in Quirios in Dracaris space, and it's time to lose a Loki, I reckon. Let's head in to the site and see what we come across. I do expect this to be hard. So I've still got my hard shell running so with the extra 5%. This is an escalation, so even though there are people in local, they can only come find me if they combat probe me. But let's see what we've got as we burn. I'm going to burn out, and I'm going to go for the Auroras this time. Get rid of the remote rep if we can, before removing some DPS, probably in the form of the Omen. 2 Oracles, we should be okay. So I'm just going to try and burn away, because if I can try and keep a bit of range, we might be okay. Right, but there's no pockets. This is just one room. So if I see combat probes, I need to try and get away as quickly as I can. But I'll almost definitely be scrammed, of course. Let's add these in as well, because if I can avoid changing damage type, that's the best, of course. But remote rep, quite important to get rid of. What's my range? 40k. And I'm going faster, traveling faster than the oracles, so wonder what their range is. Was it? Sorry. 40k, but that's with Kaldari. So, yeah, like I mentioned at the start of the video, I have no idea about the site, so I'm literally just going to commentate on what I'm doing and what I'm thinking as I go along. This isn't a how-to by any stretch. This is a oh my god kind of video instead. But at the moment things are going okay, of course. First wave, high DPS with the 2 oracles. If we remove the Omen now, we should hopefully then be good to get rid of the little stuff. before swapping over to Rage, or Fury. I think it's Hams, isn't it? Fury? Rage. For the oracles. Okay. Let's lock them up. Taking out the Crusaders. Their web is pretty heavy. And they do... no, they just web. But so I'm going to run out of ammo in this clip. So before I do that, I'm going to reload to Rage and get rid of the oracles because I've got to reload anyway. So let's do that. I do wish I had an MTU. As I said, I don't really have the space for one, but it would be nice because these wrecks may well hold loot. The Warclone blanks. We're still able to collect the missions in here, which is good. So it's not like I've stepped out of the mission chain to do this now. Didn't mean to shoot them. That won't apply very much. Please shoot. Here we go. The other thing I'm slightly nervous about is I'm still on dodgy Australian hotel internet. And so at any moment things might just disappear on me. Nothing by the way of combat probes. Okay, so wave 1, as long as nothing unexpected happens now, has gone okay. We're nearly 50k from the entry point. That shouldn't make a difference on like the early range, because things will either warp in on top of us, or they will warp into their normal positions, and then they'll almost definitely warp out and warp back in. Okay, this is quite a big wave. Most of it's little stuff, but it's quite a big one. So yeah, they've all warped out and are going to warp back in on top of me. What do I want to go for first in here? Maybe the Omen again, and then swap over to the Oracles to get rid of the DPS. We'll see. I'm going to start Omen. The Deacons, I think, have remote rep, but they're only small, so hopefully we can outweigh that. But I will go for them afterwards, before swapping over onto anything else. Just want to get little wins with the DPS we remove. Deacons are also thermal hole actually, so let's lock up the curse and swap to. Gonna go Oracle. The incoming DPS is quite high. Time to heat and get rid of the Oracles. Before coming back to the curse. So we've got a Falcon on D-scan. No probes. Right, just heating gently to get rid of one Oracle. The glory of a Tech 3 cruiser. Okay, Oracle's gone, so I'm going to stop heating. We've still got time on our booster. And we will get rid of the other one, and then we're going to swap to thermal damage to get rid of these things before going back to Nova for the really little guys. Okay, that should be enough. Kandari Navy Inferno. Okay, I would like to stop the nuke pressure so I can recover a little bit of cap. I'm going to turn off my prop mod though, because it's now pointless. I'm only travelling at 95 with the prop mod on because of all the webs. I hope this is a dead space that people have to warp into. It does have the beacon that like comes up on the other sites that tells everyone that it's being run. So hopefully I haven't appeared anywhere. I can't see it on any of this, so we should be okay. That Falcon's gone. The deacons go down really fast with thermal, which is nice. I'm just going to quickly regen a bit of cap in case we have something serious in the next wave. I don't have any paste either. Really, I should have brought some paste with me to rep some of the heat. But again, we should for one site we should be fine in terms of heating and things. I think largely it's going to come down to how the boss spawns. Again, like even if the boss is tough, if it spawns by himself, I think we should be fine. If he spawns as part of a wave, then we've got a serious problem, I think. But let's see. This is wave 2. We've almost finished. So if this follows the pattern of the other sites, that could be it. It could be boss next. But we can't consider the previous sites as examples because there's no gates. So is this like the final room, or is there an equivalent number of waves? There we go, here comes wave 3. Let's hope the boss doesn't spawn as part of wave 3. Oh, that's a lot of DPS now. So we got to go straight for omens. I think to remove DPS. And whose target paid to me? The heretic, okay. So these couple of omens to remove as much DPS as possible, because this is going to be a lot of incoming damage. There's also a lot of little deacons which will be remote repping these guys. So I'm not confident about this wave. So I also want to have a look at what's got me pinned down, which is the heretic and the curse, to decide whether or not I need to warp out, warp back in. But we're going to keep going. There's only one oracle, so hopefully as we thin out the omens, the DPS is manageable. May need to heat the mids again though, briefly. We'll see. Let's do it just briefly. Do the whole rack.
A module has run out of charges.
Okay, reloaded. Get rid of that. We've hopefully stabilized, having removed all of those omens. Oh, and the deacons are thermal as well, so after this I'm definitely going thermal to take out the heretic and the curse, so that we're not scrammed anymore. Not that the scram matters so much this time, although if someone comes in, obviously being able to get away would be nice. Heretic also offers a lot of DPS. Deacon, 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 deacon. Okay, we're stabilized in wave 3. Again, the problem is if the boss randomly spawns now, we're in serious doo-doo. But until that happens, we won't panic. But actually, that's one of the reasons to get rid of the guys pinning us down. If the boss does just randomly spawn, we can warp out before he gets his warp scram on us, and come back and reassess. Just going to send my drones to see if they can take out this Crusader without all immediately dying. While we deal with the deacons. Lock up the oracle now. Okay, 3 waves in, and things have gone okay. I've had to heat a couple times, but we've also had the opportunity to bring our heat status back down each time, which is good. Okay, let's go rage while the drones carry on working on the Crusader. The Crusaders for frigates, by the way, they must be elite frigates or something, because their bounty is above that of a cruiser. So they're quite tough to kill. Alright. Come on, drones. Finish them off. Why have I only got 4 drones in space? That's very odd. I could only hold 8, so it's not like one died. Very strange. Okay, 3 waves down, and we have another wave. So, Kaldari, no, nope, shouldn't have reloaded. We've got 3 oracles. So as they warp up to us, we want to try and break range. And as they warp up, we're going to swap back to rage to take out at least 2 of the oracles as quickly as possible. Are they going to stay? Are they not warping up? Okay, good. One is. Maybe we pull enough range that they have to warp up to us. Because it's odd that they're not. But so this is wave 4 now, right? Just going to keep trying to pull range on these guys while we get rid of this one. Then we'll get rid of some of the little stuff. Maybe the curse, so that we can keep running our prop mod. So Deacon Curse with thermal. And then, I don't know, we may need to turn around for the oracles. Although, oh yeah, we're webbed, so we're slowing down now, of course. So they're going to start hitting us. That was a huge hit, 1,300 in a single hit from our oracle friends. And here comes the Admiral. So now I've got a problem. I've got to try and get rid of the curse and the crucifier before the Admiral gets up to us, which isn't going to happen. So that I can warp out and warp back in. But that's not going to happen. So, next thing, or maybe Warp Sun. Nope, he's got me. So next thing is just to go for him as quickly as possible. Again, Nova Rage. Get our drones out because they might be able to absorb some of the incoming DPS. And just go for it. And I'm going to heat my DPS in an effort to get through him as quick as we can. Okay, so we are losing drones. They're absorbing some stuff. But they're not absorbing anything from the big guy. Alright. Stop heating, because we're going to burn out soon. But we're running out of cap on everything. So this is where we're going to die, I reckon. The boss spawned at the same time as everything else, which is a serious issue for us. So we're not going to find out what the loot is. That's a shame. Heat.
The capacitor is empty.
And we're done. Oh, we got close, I reckon. We must have got close to that. So that's tough. I don't know how long this stuff stays on grid. Like it, you know, if it is it like an escalation. If I went off now and came back in a new ship, I'd be okay. Not sure. But anyway, let me just save that. That's quite tough. I got unlucky again with the Admiral landing at the same time as everything else. So we had 2 oracles on grid at the same time. And we'd just been neutered out by the curse, so we didn't have much capacitor left. If we had a bit more capacitor, I think we would have been okay. We were getting through him. Okay, there we are. I'm disappointed didn't get to find out what the loot is. That's the big thing, and show you guys what that is. So maybe I'll try again at some point. This ship paid for itself already, just running these sites in Nullsec. I ran 4, and just in the war clone blanks alone, it paid for itself. So I'm not disappointed about the loss of the ship. What I'm disappointed about is the unable to find out what's in there. Anyway, time to go and find a way to dock up. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll try and bring you what happens next. Cheers. And this is why it's so good to have friends in EVE. I just reached out to an old friend of mine who I know is in Goonswarm, and he, in the space of about 15 minutes, was able to bring me a brand new Loki with the exact fit that I have been running, and so I can now run. What? Come on. So I can now try and finish off the escalation. Yeah, really grateful to my friend. He didn't need to do that, of course. We haven't flown together for a good 6 months now, but yeah, he responded immediately and was able to bring me exactly what I needed, which is just outstanding. What I also realised, which is why I'm anchoring my mobile depot at the moment, is I didn't offline my interdiction nullifier. Now, I don't think that's going to have made any kind of difference to me losing my ship, but it does. That's I think where the drone. Well, I only had 4 in space and things. I think the drone bandwidth restrictions and stuff to apply, and the scan resolution bonus and things. So again, not going to have saved me from losing my ship, but definitely penalties that I don't need while trying to run this. So let's turn that off, scoop that back up, and jump in
Warp drive active.
for our next crack at the escalation. What I haven't decided is the best way to approach this now. Do I just land and just wail on the boss and hope I kill him before he kills me? Or do I land and take out like the oracles and things first and then come back to the boss? The boss is going to have me scrammed, so I think I'll just wail on the boss. What'll be interesting is to see how much of... could do without them coming for me, really. But that is what it is. What was I saying? Yeah, killing the boss. Let the Crusader warp away. I think it might depend on how much he's re-repped. Like, he should have full shield by now, but I don't know whether he'll have repaired his armor. So we'll see. I think I have to just go for the boss, really. And Arazu. People are out and about. No combat probes. Okay, they are way up there. So they're everyone is where I left them, which probably is going to hurt me because while I fly into them, they're going to start wailing on me. Oh no, they're going to warp down here, of course. They should warp down here. So I mean, while that happens, none of these guys are moving. Do I take out the Deacon first? Okay, now they're finally starting to respond. Oracles are coming down. Boss still isn't moving. So we've got an Oracle and an Omen now in range. Boss still isn't moving. So I'm actually going to chill. I don't want to get I don't want to aggro the boss unnecessarily if I can take out these guys first. So let's change direction a little bit. So here comes the Admiral. But if we've got time to take out an oracle, that's going to have made a big difference. Which we do. Coming back yet? Not yet. He's just flying in instead of warping back in. That might be because I'm moving. Either way, this is all good. Okay, now he's in. Let's try and orbit at 30. Out of his web range. If we can remove the oracle beforehand, and then I'll swap. Okay, that should be enough for the oracle. Swap to the admiral. He's fully re-repped. So let's see. Now the only DPS issue is the omen, but we have got webs coming in from the Crusaders. I'm gonna have to turn that off because the admiral's on top of me anyway. Okay, the admiral is tough. Admiral is definitely tough. Let's heat mids for a little bit and see how we go now. Because his nuke pressure is real as well, which is why I'm heating the mids early, to buy me as much time when my nuke runs out, basically. Because that nuke pressure is so strong.
A module has run out of charges.
Am I going to have... I'm not going to have time to kill him before the nukes hit, I don't think. So let's go back to it. Okay, he's swapped onto my drones now, so the nuke pressure's eased off. So now we should be good. This is one of the reasons to bring drones, by the way. Like, you know, they're completely sacrificial. And now I can take out the admiral while he's going after my drones. Let's let the cap recharge a bit while we're going after him. I'm going to drop out a few more drones so that they just keep aggro, because I'm not feeling good about my ability to kill him. He's swapped back onto me now, so nuke pressure's back on, but we should be in a decent spot looking at his health. So that's tough. He is tough to kill, as he should be. You know, this is the final escalation. He definitely should be tough to kill. No question. But we did it. We've completed the escalation, everyone's warped off, and there's nothing else to shoot. So, what have we got in the box? Let's find out. I'm glad I was able to finish it. So, like, I only had dose 1 in, so a bit more higher level hard shells and that kind of stuff would all be very useful here. So what do we got? We got some clothes, of course. Imperial Navy, 2 more keys. 247 million in clone blanks. Overclockers, basic, and all of that. Couple skins. And faction NOS is the stuff that's worth putting out of there. So I mean, not bad loot by any stretch. But a little bit more than I was getting without the escalation. I think you're probably able to get much better faction loot drop. 19-20 mil from there, but 247 mil just clean money from the Warclone blanks. So yeah, nice and easy. Alright, I don't know if I'll try another one of these. Maybe it's better to kind of sell the escalations or something to locals, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Enjoyed watching me lose a Loki, and I will see you all in the next one. Cheers. Oh, actually, my wreck should still be here. Which one is my wreck? Up there. Let's go. So that's obviously useful as well. What did I end up dropping? Yeah, my Dragorista's shield booster. Nice. And my sister's probe launcher. Well, excellent. So Oh, and my oh yeah, it's 90% drops, isn't it? Looks like it doesn't have to be from PvP. So I can go and recover most of my losses. Lovely. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.